Okay, this is a little bit different. It's for fun. Don't go betting, but I'm going to be testing. And it's for two of my closest friends, which is Sarah and Ken. This is for you. Now, Ken is not a believer in this. We always have these little debates going on. So I thought for fun, right, because they're into their football. I'm not sure who they support, but um, is the FA Cup finals that's coming up, which is going to be on the 17th of May. So I'm going to see if I can score and change Ken's mindset a little bit. I'm using the badass tarot, and I'm going to be using Brian, our good old Brian. If you haven't been introduced to me, look at that. Excellent. Keep going. Look at that. Thank you, Brian. So I'm going to be using these two decks to see if I can get a score and predict who's going to win. So we've got Manchester City here, and then we've got Crystal Palace here. So we're going to look at the energy of them, and then we're going to just bear with me, all right? So it's like 1, 2. Okay, so May. So what's the predictions around the football with Manchester City and Crystal Palace? Who's gonna win? Who's looking favourable? You know, what's looking favourable for them? From the tarot, the badass tarot, right? So we're going to cut the deck into 2 parts, and we're going to see. This is just for fun, guys. Just like, yeah, I'm either going to flop or I'm going to be, it's a goal. So, right, okay, so for this is for MC, we're going to go for the bottom, and CP, right, which is Crystal Palace. So Manchester City, I'm going to pull 3 cards on that. Ooh, so nerve-wracking. Right. This could change all debates for the future, or this could really be torture. Right. So, and this is Crystal Palace. How is it looking? So the vibe for MC, the Queen of Wands. Right, so Manchester City is really putting the effort into this game. They're really going for gold. They're really taking on board what they're doing. CP, right, they got a few tricks up their sleeves. As you can see, it's a bit of magic going on. I might have to cover that a little bit. So, yeah, so they got a few tricks up their sleeves. Yeah, so be careful, like, so they may be high on energy. Well, both of them look kind of like in the game. They're in the game to win it, right? So the first half for MC, the star is looking good for the star. It is looking good for Manchester City, right? They have a flash. There's a star. There's a flash. Does that mean that they're going to get a goal? It's looking pretty good. With the boobies are setting out. And then we've got this Crystal Palace. 10 of Pentacles. I tell you, it's going to be a tie. First part is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a tie. Oh my God, yeah, right. So they're securing themselves a little bit. So I think it's going to be a bit of a touch and go in the first part. Okay. Second part, the Empress, they got it going on. Is looking good for the finals, for Manchester City. They got it going on, right? I'm going to be so confused with that. King of Wands, sitting on a bit of a fence there, right? So they're going to have to start figuring out what they're doing wrong. They're going to have to start. So it's not. So the Crystal Palace is not. It's like they're going to have to look at their circumstances. It's not so magical and whimsical. Okay. So King of Wands is about researching, looking. So there's gonna be some conversations going where they're gonna have to figure out things and change their strategy a little bit. Okay, is so far it's looking like Manchester is gonna be winning. Right. Okay, so we're gonna see what Brian's gonna say for the final results. For the final results of it. Well done. You have my approval on this one. Congratulations. Time to celebrate. Uh, right. Okay. Let's see for Crystal Palace. For the results of Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. Oh God. Right. Believe in yourself. You can do anything. This is going to be a fantastic ward. So to me, it's more looking for MC is looking Manchester City. This is to me is saying right. Okay, I mean I don't know football. They have like the guys explained it to me when I went out with them. But this is this is kind of looking like that they're gonna feel a bit fall flat on their ass a little bit, and it may be that it's gonna knock their confidence a little bit. But Brian's saying, don't give up. You can do anything. This is going to be a fantastic reward. So to them, the Crystal Palace is not fully game over for them. But I think the from what the vibe I'm getting, Man U City is going to be the winner chicken dinner. So I'm going to leave that with you. God help me. 17th of May. Let's see if I've scored a goal. Or have I gone like the CB, Crystal Palace, and gone flat on my ass? Right. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm going to leave it as that. Sending much love. There you go, Ken. I've put my cards on the table. No betting, mind. Don't you go betting on anything. Let's see what the outcome's going to be. Much love to you.